They threw stones at him. But what he did next changed everything. It was one of the hardest times in the life of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The two people closest to him, his beloved wife Khadijah and his uncle Abu Talib, had passed away. This period came to be known as the Year of Sorrow. The support he once had was gone. The protection he relied on was no longer there. Yet, his mission remained. With a heavy heart but unshaken faith, he turned towards another city, Taif. He traveled there with his loyal companion, Zayd ibn Haritha, walking miles under the burning desert sun, carrying nothing but hope and a message of truth. When he finally reached Taif, he did not begin with anger, nor did he speak harshly. He approached the leaders of the city with calmness, with patience, and with dignity. He invited them to the message of Islam, to worship one God, to leave injustice, and to stand for truth. He spoke gently, hoping that maybe their hearts would soften. But instead of understanding, they rejected him. Not only did they refuse his message, they mocked him, ridiculed him, and dismissed him. And what followed was even more painful. They incited the people against him, and soon the streets of Taif turned hostile. People gathered, voices were raised, and chaos filled the air. He was forced to leave the city, not in peace, but in pain, wounded, exhausted, and alone. He walked away from Taif. Yet even in that moment, he did not respond with anger. He did not curse them. He did not seek revenge. Instead, he kept walking, with patience, with trust in Allah, until he found a place to rest under the shade of a tree. And there, he raised his hands in prayer, a dua that came from the depth of his heart. O Allah, to you I complain of my weakness, my lack of strength, and my helplessness before people. Even in his lowest moment, he turned only to Allah, and Allah reminds us in the Quran, indeed, with hardship comes ease. And then, something extraordinary happened. Allah sent Angel Jibril. With him was the angel of the mountains. They said, if you wish, we can bring the mountains together and crush the people of Taif between them. At that moment, he had every reason to say yes, after everything they had done, after all the pain, the rejection, the humiliation. But instead, he chose mercy. He said, I hope that from their descendants will come people who worship Allah alone. This was not weakness. This was strength. The strength to forgive when revenge was possible. The strength to show mercy when anger was justified. And this is what Allah teaches in the Quran. Repel evil with that which is better. Even after all the pain, his heart remained filled with compassion. He chose forgiveness over revenge, mercy over anger. And that is the true strength of a believer.